Welcome back, everybody. It's 6:40 on your Friday morning, and health and wealth. Those might be some of your top New Year's resolutions. Today, we're going to find out how to tackle them both at the same time. And joining me on set is Phil Putney from AFS Wealth Management. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, many of us made these types of New Year's resolutions, whether it's to get our finances right or to get our health in order, maybe to slim down, lose some weight. But there is a way to do both at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a way to accomplish both of those, and we'll talk about three of them today.
Okay. Let's start with debt.
Yeah, the first one is paying down your debt. So debt can be stressful. There was a recent Gallup poll that showed that college grads that graduated with a higher level of debt actually didn't take care of themselves as well physically, weren't as involved socially, and didn't have a feeling of self-purpose.
Wow. Yeah, of course, it can weigh down on you. And it also causes you to be less involved in your community as well, right?
Yep. So the key is then setting up a plan, organize your debt first. I've got a great worksheet on my website at afswealthmgt.com under the download section. It's a great place to get started. But take a few minutes and organize your debt, list who you owe, what the balance is, interest rate, those minimum payments, and then start by tackling that lowest balance debt first, applying as much as you can towards that, as well as making the minimum on all the other balances.
And then once you have paid off one of those lower debts, then take the money that you were using for that, add that to the next one.
And keep going. But the key is to don't add to that balance. You got to stop adding to the problem.
Now, there are a lot of households that have debt. This is a common thing here, obviously, in our country.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 households have debt, so you don't really need to feel bad about it. You're pretty common out there. So.
Gotcha. Let's talk saving for retirement. That obviously is something that everyone should be doing if they're working, doing it right now, right?
That's correct, yeah. And, it's been shown that those that are taking the time to plan for retirement actually take care of their health as well. Those employees that are making active contributions to their 401k improve their health versus those that aren't, they've seen a health decline. So it is key to make sure you're saving for retirement.
Very interesting. Why is it so important, though, for us to be patient when it comes to our finances? We were talking about that during the commercial.
Yeah, well, patience is, something you've got to work on for finances, and most of us aren't going to be financially independent overnight. It's going to take some time, so you have to set up a plan. I tell my clients and work with my clients on setting up that long-term plan so they can handle the ups and downs that they're going to experience along the way, those bumps in the road.
Right.
If you're not following your plan, whose plan are you following?
That is a good way to look at it. Kind of give us a guideline in terms of how much time we would think that would take to kind of get on a good track and get into a good method and a good habit of being on track with our finances.
Well, I recommend, for spouses to sit down on a regular basis, maybe monthly, and talk about those short or long-term goals that they have. Look at what they're doing to accomplish those goals and make sure they're practicing patience along the way.
Gotcha. So 6 months, maybe a year to finally say, you know what, I'm at a good place, or what do you think?
Every person's different, kind of determine where you're at. You've got to set those goals first, because without those, you don't know where you're trying to go.
That is very true. Some very good advice here from Phil Putney, our good friend over at AFS Wealth Management. Any other advice that you might have out there when it comes to getting not only our finances in order, but our health as well?
Yeah, expressing gratitude. That's one thing that often we overlook. Probably heard of the gratitude challenge, where you want to list those 3 things you're grateful for each day. That helps you have a better positive outlook, but it can also help improve your finances.
Gotcha.
So
good resolution to have in the year 2015. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And all the good advice as you make your resolution for 2015. Some definitely good things to think about. Brandon, we'll send it over to you.